guys are obviously playing, and up until a few days ago, you didn't know that. Seeing the CBA get done, what's your reaction to it?
No reaction, because I've approached everything all along for good reason, like we were going to play. So nothing really changed in my mind ever, because I never had 1% in my mind that ever crept in saying we wouldn't play the game. So my reaction is exactly like it's been every single day.
Do you have Nat and Jack, most importantly, back today, first day back? How is it going to be seamless to be able to integrate them back in the lineup? Do you expect them both to play still?
Well, they were back yesterday, so we worked them out a little bit there then and assessed them, and they worked out while they were there. I mean, you have 45 guys in the league in the same situation. Beltran, Ramondo, and Schuler were also there, so we got 3 guys off of the team we were just playing in the same situation. So we will evaluate them, and we have a $30,000 Omega Wave system that is going to be used for exactly these purposes, to make sure that they're recovered and their nervous system is right and they're ready to go. So we've hooked them up to the wires, and we'll evaluate them based on that as well.
What's the status on Diego Chara?
Diego Chara's status is game time, like I said earlier in the week.
Is there any changes to Nanchoff and Villafaña's status?
No changes as far as we're releasing to the press.
You have a team of veterans. You've been here for a while. Is there any sort of giddiness or excitement building up for the opening game?
No, I'm pretty businesslike. Jamie and William know that. I don't really get too high and low. Just pretty much focus on the job I have to do and take the emotion out of it. Obviously in the game I get a little bit more animated sometimes and passionate on the pitch. Obviously I'm very passionate and intense, but in terms of the job I have to do and the emotion of a home opener, I really try to put that somewhere else.
What about the players, especially the new guys?
Well, I think the new guys will probably have to be careful and not get too stimulated. But guys like Nad and Ridgewell and Jack, that injection of excitement is a good thing, because these guys are so experienced that it's just another game for them. But I think a little bit of extra buzz in their systems is a good thing, because it locks them in even more. And typically with the top senior players that I've coached, you get their best when the lights turn on and they kick off with real games and real points on the line.
Salt Lake has traditionally played the diamond, and they've been doing 4-4-2 in preseason. You obviously know this team very well, having coached against them, but has it had to change a little bit of how you've had to prepare for them?
Yeah, they're playing a different system, but you got to be prepared also. They could go back to the diamond, but most likely they're not going to do that. But we'll be prepared for both ways. We had a really good 3 days leading into this game of preparation. Today was a really, really good day, I thought. We had a good video session before with a scout meeting in there, and yeah, there's definitely some tweaks in terms of what we'll do, because they're playing a slightly different shape. But overall, their style's pretty similar. I wouldn't say it's that different, but the numbers in certain areas and how they defend and how they attack is slightly different. So we're aware of those things, and we've talked about those things with our guys, and we've prepared for those things on the training ground.
Is there anyone on Real Salt Lake that you think Timbers fans should really look out for? Obviously, they've got a few national team guys, a few guys who've been in the league for a long time, but we've got some new additions as well.
Well, I think, you guys know Salt Lake. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious the guys you got to look out for. Sabarillo, very good goal scorer, finisher, poacher in the box. Beckerman, great holding mid, one of the best holding mids in the league, good on the ball, smart. Obviously Morales, one of the best attacking mids in the league, creative, playmaker type. You know, Ramondo, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So they're a very good team. That's why they've been in the playoffs every year for, I think, the last 6 or 7 years.
Do you like starting the season out against a team that you've had kind of a track record of having these battles with in the last few years?
Yeah, I think it is good. You know, last year we maybe started against a couple teams that were sleepers. You don't really know what you're going to get. You know, with this team, you know what you're going to get, and you know it's going to be a really tough game. So our guys, I'm confident, will be dialed in, and you know, we'll have a very good performance. You know, we're managing some things this week with the lineup, but I'm confident the group we put out will be able to hopefully get the job done.
And you obviously, with this CBA done, you guys will know things like roster sizes and stuff. There's been some players training with you, Danny O'Rourke, and some of the draft picks that we don't know really their status. Will you be making announcements on this kind of things coming up?
Yeah, we'll be looking. I'm not sure. Probably won't be this week, but next week finalize those things. So we'll be signing some of our young draft picks to first team. Doesn't mean they'll be with the first team for games all the time. We might be loaning them out depending on where they're at, you know, in the depth chart and how close they are to getting minutes. But we'll definitely be signing some of those guys to first team contracts, and then you know, perhaps there'll be a few guys that sign T2, and maybe there'll be a few guys that we don't sign at all.
Thanks, Caleb.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys.